Hey guys, so let's talk about dairy. Everybody loves their dairy, and there's a couple reasons why. And there are a few reasons why I usually recommend for the first 30, 60, 90 days of doing something on your own or working with me that we go off dairy completely. Okay, let's break it down. First of all, I'm not a doctor. I am not making any medical or medication or prescription recommendations. This conversation is for conversation purposes only and informational. So always do your own research when making any dietary changes, especially if you have an autoimmune condition. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sherry Fogelman. I work with women, helping them, supporting them in their autoimmune journey, whatever autoimmune you have. I help you sort of navigate your nutrition and lifestyle changes so that you can either support whatever medication you have to be on, get off some of that medication. And yes, it's possible. And we work with your doctor to help you do that. It's totally possible. I did it. And all kinds of autoimmune conditions. So any autoimmune condition that you have is kind of all down to inflammation, and lots of things create inflammation. And there are so many things we can do to reduce inflammation. If you like what you're hearing, if you want to hear more every week, click the like and subscribe button right now. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about dairy. So dairy, there are so many things to talk about. One of the reasons why I recommend going off of dairy for the first 30, 60, 90 days is it can be very addictive. Now, everybody isn't lactose intolerant, and many people come to me and say, I'm not lactose intolerant. I don't have any problems with dairy. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't hurt to go off of dairy for many, many reasons. One of them is dairy is very addicting, and many people come to me and it's almost harder than sugar to go off of dairy. And let me tell you why. It is designed that way. So in nature, dairy is designed to be addictive. It hits the dopamine center. It hits that pleasure center of your brain. Why? There's a biological reason for that. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense, right? What is dairy for? What is milk for? It's for the babies. It's to feed our babies as mammals. We need that baby to be attached to us. We need that baby to be addicted to the dairy. Why? The full fat in that dairy is helping them grow, brain growth, everything. It's helping them build fat. They need to build the fat in order to grow stronger, right? Human babies, any mammal babies, they are addicted to that mommy, right? It's biologically designed that way. However, as we age, we don't necessarily want to grow, right? Especially if you've got weight to lose. So dairy might be something that you can go off of for 30, 60, 90 days if you're trying to lose weight. You can get your calcium and your protein from other places in the meantime. So the first thing I recommend you do is completely clear your refrigerator of all of that dairy, all that yummy hard cheeses and all that stuff. Because one of the things that you need to know is the food company, the dairy companies know this already about the casein, which is the protein in the dairy. They know that it's addictive. They know that it hits the pleasure center and helps you release dopamine in the brain, which is why you're addicted to it. It's called the casomorphine. So what do you think they do? They add even more. So you want to clear that out, get that monkey dairy addiction off your back, 30, 60, 90 days, whatever it's going to take, and just get off the dairy. Yes, even if you're not lactose intolerant, that's okay. It's causing all kinds of other problems and probably adding weight. You will immediately see some weight loss if you're looking for that, if you just go off the dairy and just bite the bullet on that one. So what are the dairies that you want to reintroduce back into your diet after you've got that monkey off your back? So the least addictive dairy products are going to be ghee, butter, yogurts, the full fat yogurt. I always recommend that. Cream, heavy cream, and that half and half that you're adding to your coffee. So don't worry about any of those creams or half and halves that you're adding to your coffee. Those are okay. You're only using a little bit, and those are sort of the least amount of casomorphines that are in those dairy products. So that's the deal with dairy. What I do here is talk to women and help women and support women through their autoimmune journey. And dairy is one of the big issues that people always want to know about. So I hope that was helpful. Click the like button, click the subscribe button. And if you suspect that you have some gut issues and dairy may or may not be the cause, it may be some other things. I know that I have a food sensitivity to casein. That came up on my food intolerance test. So I do stay away from dairy as much as possible. Just for me. But if you got a food test and you're not allergic and you're not sensitive to dairy, that's okay. You still might be addicted for other reasons, and getting off of dairy might be very helpful in bringing down your inflammation, especially if you can lose some weight. I always say this, you guys hear me say this all the time. If you have 30 pounds, or more to lose, 20 pounds to lose, you're creating a lot of inflammation. And if you have an autoimmune condition, that's not what you want to be doing. So if you want to take my gut check quiz, if you don't know if dairy is bothering you or not, or if you don't know if it's creating any inflammation, you can take my gut check quiz by clicking the link below and getting a score, and then finding out where you are when it comes to dairy. I hope that was helpful, you guys. See you next time.